This is a quick demo showing you our latest feedback games for BioGraph Infinity. We're looking into a database for a pre-recorded session. There are two sample sessions. This one is related to car racing. We'll go replay session, and then we have a diversity of training screens that we can choose from, which is either EMG, single sensor, a double sensor, and we likewise have a broader scope of additional applications coming. All of this works through the connection instrument, and so we just go ahead and start the session. It automatically launches the corresponding game application, which is now showing the green connection instrument, and then in the background the application has launched. We can choose the corresponding training track and start with our data. And here goes our car, and we can define if our performance is as it should be or not, and see here how we're well within the training scope. The car is racing, and if we're not, or just partially successful, the computer-driven cars are so much more efficient. Now we sped ahead again. You see the fumes on the car when it's not performing well, and there's again a delay in the speed of the car, and there's more fumes, and if for an extended period of time there is no decent performance, it will actually show thick black smoke to indicate that, just like we see here. So now the other cars have passed us. We're speeding up again, and we're making it to the final round and hopefully across the finishing line in just a second. So here we go, and we win the game. We have the option to change the camera settings in the game, so not just a different track. Choose behind the car. We can also change the lane that we're in. We can define what the reward method is, but the entire control actually comes from this screen. So allow me to restart the data here, and there are two bar graphs, and the bottom one indicates when we're in the green or in the yellow, so to speak, and if we manage to get atop the other one, it's all green. So you can see here what the actual performance level is, if we're doing well or not, and of course we can define if we should be above or below the threshold. All the data is shown here on the screen, and this works very nicely for all the different games and all the different modalities that you can address with BioGraph. So let's do just one more quick round here. Let's select this track, and you see how different it looks now here on the game. And if we actually manage to get into the green, we will speed up more. Right now we're going very slow. There we go. Now we're in the green. Now we're passing the other cars, and we're well ahead. And you can see that it's nice graphics and a very clear feedback for our clients. And if we don't manage to perform better, the other cars that we just saw passing on the other side will catch up and will eventually pass us again in the process. So let's see if they will reach us. There's a fair chance of that because now we're showing big black smoke, but again we're speeding ahead, and maybe, just maybe, we can catch up to them. We'll see. So there's 3 out of 4 rounds done, and we have 2 more rounds to go, and we're closing the gap. We're speeding towards the other cars, but we didn't quite catch up. They're well ahead, but we are 1 round ahead of them, so there's a fair chance of us getting to the finishing line before the other cars. So let's see how this turns out. Just a little bit more track to cover. Still in the red here. The others catching up, getting closer, so we really have to try hard to make it past them. And let's see if we can win the race, or if the others will speed by us prior to us reaching the finishing line. They must be really close. And there we go. And we come in last. Ah, shucks.